You're a businessman, I'm a businessman. Just think of it as a business transaction.
I was expecting so bad that it's good. I did not expect it to be this terrible. The Robert sequel forgets to put its main character on screen for about 80% of the runtime. The first film was unbelievably enjoyable because it was just Robert causing chaos. So you'd think, hey, sequel, what worked in the first one? Robert causing chaos, let's give them more of that, right? No! Instead of that, we're treated to a museum romance flick with the side order of our friend Wood and Cillian Murphy. But despite my underwhelming summary, please stick around. If you need a reason, some of the deaths in this movie are incredible. The film begins with a policeman stealing Robert from evidence after the events of the last movie. Cops and Roberts, if you will. Please don't leave. The cop steals in for a man called Walter, who's a museum owner. Walter pays the cop a pretty penny and then tells him to jog on.
Now get the fuck out of here.
We then get a creepy voiceover from some sort of toy maker.
A vintage doll, possessed by a vengeful spirit.
Odd. And then we cut to a woman driving. I know, why do you need a scary doll when a woman's driving? The film's scary enough. Ooh. Again, don't leave. And then she drives for a bit more. And then she carries on driving, like she's still going. Oh my god, can she just get to her destination? Finally, anyway, she's arrived to interview at the museum. This lady's name, our main character, is called Emily. Emily gets hired instantly, and then we're introduced to our other main characters. Ethel, a cleaning boss. Stan, a grumpy, noncy security guard. And then Kevin, I guess the handsome security guard. Don't know why I said it like I was jealous. It turns out this museum is Walter's, and he's bought Robert so that he can be an exhibit there. Which I hate, by the way. This is like making a Paddington movie and just sticking him in a dog cage for the film. Emily starts her shift and a doll in a buggy just kind of rolls itself out on its own. Actually, quick one, why is that even in a museum? Like, what attraction is that? Anyway, we get our first little glimpse of the troublemaker as he scuttles past the camera. God, I've missed him. And that's it for night one. That's all the excitement we're getting. I mean, by this point in the first one, he was doing the stanky leg in a pile of sugar. Anyway, night two now, and a handprint appears on the glass. Emily tries to scrub it, but the handprint is on the inside. Now we're talking. She goes to Ethel to relay her fears, but when she gets back, the handprint is gone. There's our little prankster. Also, a nice little detail, his feet are still red from the first movie. And now that Robert is starting to show himself, we get to see him act up even more. Only joking, these two start flirting and then they go for a date after work, you know, after their 10-hour night shift. Just what I wanted to see in this Robert movie. That's perfect. Shift 3. Stan goes for a routine walk, a routine check of the place, you know, in the pitch black. And he's walking around, and he's still walking around. He's still going. Fuck me, can we speed up a little bit please, big lad? Why is everyone so slow? He finally gets to Robert's enclosure, probably at the end of his shift, and Robert is gone. Stan drops the torch and when he turns it back on, Robert! Oh, for fuck's sake, why do we have to cut away? Robert's finally awake. Ah, we're back and he's got back and he's suffocating Stanley. How are you, at your big age, letting a wooden doll wrap a Tesco bag around your head and fucking choke you to death? Like, surely it's just a... It can't be that hard. Handsome security guard goes for a walk and he finds Stan slumped on the ground. Probably thinks he's had one too many donuts. With Stan dead, the police arrive to question the three amigos. Walter also turns up and he's like, you know, what's wrong? So they're delicate, they explain, look mate, I'm really sorry to tell you, but one of your staff members died last night. He's like, well, we open for 9, can you fuck off for then? Lovely bloke. Ah, Walter. The police start to take their details down and one of them decides now's the perfect time to drop some game.
And what's your phone number, Emily?
Yeah, their mate's just been killed, you horny rascal. Maybe let the body get cold before you start flirting, yeah? Emily takes Kev home to console him and make him a brew and all that. She's like, oh, I think I'll quit now. That place is horrendous. But he's like, nah, baby, I won't let the monsters get you. She goes all pick me and he kisses her before she can make her point. Yeah, your mate's just died? This movie, by the way, is about a murdering doll. And I'm watching two people who have less chemistry than they do acting skills become a couple. Stupid. Night 4 and Emily's too scared to go over to Robert's enclosure to clean it, so she asks Ethel to do her a favour. But as she's cleaning in and around, we get treated to another low POV shot. Ooh, I'm excited. Robert makes a move, but Ethel sees something in the corner of her eye and just, I don't know, pegs it, apparently. Bloody Usain Bolt. She sees some tools have fallen over, and no, I'm not talking about Emily and Kev. So she picks him up and she pops him back on the shelf, but then she hears some rustling. Oh. She looks around. Robert! Oh, for fuck's sake. Show me the kill, man. Show me the reason I'm watching the movie. I don't want to see these gimps. I want to see Robert. We're back. And Robert is walking down Ethel, all calm and composed, and the lovebirds arrive on scene and we miss the whole oh my god. Emily and Kevin find themselves getting arrested now because, you know, there have been 2 murders in 2 days. They escape for now due to a lack of evidence, so they use this time to do some research into Robert. They find a story about Robert's past owners, the Ottos. The story explains how loads of stuff kept happening in the Otto household. She blamed the doll when they shipped her off to, I don't know, Azkaban or something because they thought she was mental. Needing a lead to prove their innocence though, they decide to make the trip to Azkaban to visit her. Most of this was pointless shite, so I'll give you the highlights. She tells them Agatha was never the one to actually stir up the spirit in the doll. It was her brother who did it. Her brother is a wealthy, successful businessman, and he changed his name for the sake of avoiding the cops. Walter is Agatha's brother. Finally, like some backstory or something that's related to our main character. The gang put 2 and 2 together and realised Walter's probably been deleting the security tapes. These would obviously prove their innocence and get them off the hook because they'll just see Robert on there just straight. They forge a blackmail plan to get Walter to admit that he knew Robert was haunted from the very beginning. Kevin calls him up and says, I've got footage of Robert killing people on my phone from the security tapes before you deleted them. Walter's like, yeah, and? Kev's like, well, you'd go to prison for evidence tampering, wouldn't you? And Walter's like, oh, yeah, actually, I suppose I would. So they put a plan in place. They get £100,000, Walter gets the footage. But really, they're going to be recording the meeting so they can get him to admit that he knew. They go to the museum and he actually does get Walter to confess, but then he pulls a gun on them and gives them fake money. Hang on, is that a really low camera angle? No, it couldn't be. I forgot he was even here. Robert! He stabs Walter, but Walter still ends up pulling the trigger and shoots our boy Kevin. Using his aura, Robert walks down Walter, which he's so good at doing, and finishes him off. But he's not done there. Yes, Robert! Kill the lovebirds. They took all of your screen time. They make a break for the exit, but Robert knows this place inside out and he kills the power. They waddle into another room trying to find some safety, but Robert's there again and he slices... Okay, that is officially the worst kill I've ever seen in anything. It's a fucking jump cut. In a single frame, he goes from a leather jacket, bushy hair, to no jacket and a trim. Robert's bloody magic. He gives people a pamper when he slices their throat. Anyway, Kevin's dead, if you care. I don't. I see Robert as the protagonist. I watch these movies in favour of Robert. Robert tries to walk Emily down with his aura, which, let's be honest, as I've just said, foolproof method for the young man. Until now, as Emily manages to escape it. She finds a hiding spot, but the lights come back on. The door opens and she slowly tries to leave from it. But Robert attacks again! He pins her down. Launch him! Just fucking Tom Brady him against a wall or something. Like, he's this big. She gets him off her. Robert's pissed now. No one escapes Robert. Robert is now actively hunting Emily, looking for his last victim. He walks around trying to find her, checking nooks and crannies. He walks past a doorway and Emily's... Oh my fucking god! She chopped him in half! Robert's dead again. The police now arrive on scene and save Emily. The film ends with her waking up in hospital, being cleared of all charges. And then we get another clip of the toy maker putting him back together, but I missed that bit. I downloaded the film from YouTube and they clearly cut that bit off the ending, so never mind. This one's really shit. This film failed because it just didn't understand its own appeal. I just hope the third film goes back to basics and lets Robert be Robert. Just causing havoc and chaos. And oh my god, Robert's a Nazi.